still very troublesome, burdensome, lack of other public services. And the big question now, John, is the amount of violence is increasing. We've seen some pretty violent acts here.
At least 48 people killed in Baghdad yesterday.
Yeah, just yesterday in Baghdad, 48 people killed. Are we returning to the cycles of violence we saw before? I don't know that. Chet Crocker would be far better qualified to answer that. But there's no question we're going to have to leave a large footprint behind, and this is not going away for us as an issue. In fact, I think a lot of Americans are asking tonight, are both of our efforts in Iraq and Afghanistan not turning out as we had hoped?
Let's go to Arwa Damon, who's in Mosul, up in the northern part of Iraq. What's the sense among U.S. troops there in Mosul? That was a lingering trouble spot there. There was some question as to whether or not they'd all be able to pull out by August the 31st. What's the situation on the ground there now, Arwa?
Well, John, it's nowhere near stable, although it is better than it was in the past. Remember, Mosul used to be considered al-Qaeda's urban stronghold. It no longer is. But just yesterday, for example, we went into the streets with the U.S. alongside the federal police commander, and we could only stay at a checkpoint for 5 or 10 minutes because he was that worried about a grenade attack or a drive-by shooting. So the troops here are still very much in this combat role. They're still out there. They will, of course, be transitioning out of that. But there is the reality that even though things are better, they're nowhere near being okay, and this is definitely not a safe or stable country.